Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia Lost can be found. I want to start off this video with a reminder that there is a Dream Summon available and you have about a day left at the time of posting in order to do the Dream Summon. If you were an existing player at the time of the 4th anniversary, you have 1200 free Diamantium waiting for you in your account, so you can do this whether you're free to play or a paying player. I'm going to go ahead and make my choice here. It's one I've been wanting for a while. Y'all probably know if you've seen some of my past videos, but I decided to go for Humanoid Mercury this time around. Alright, and along with that Dream Summon, I thought it would be only appropriate to also share my first ever clear of the Master difficulty of Primal Mercury's Trial in co-op play. I'm finally getting around to doing some of the co-op endgame trials that came out throughout the past year, but I just had not been able to take on yet, had not gotten a group together and really tried these, and so this past weekend I was able to do a couple of them. I wanted to post Primal Mercury's Trial first, just since it went with the theme of the Dream Summon, but expect some more videos on this very soon with other endgame content. At the time I posted my last video, there were 9 endgame fights that I still needed to clear, so all of the Legend Sinister Dominion on co-op, also all of the Master Primal Dragon Trials on co-op, except for Brunhilde. She's the only one I had already cleared. So here I'm clearing Primal Mercury, have my friends with me. My team consists of Nina, who I'm controlling. We also have Bonforged Yuden, Gala Leaf, and finally Ferris. And I was really excited to try out Nina here because she's a character who obviously has been with us since the beginning, but I just have not gotten to use her that much since she came out so late into the game, really close to the cutoff point for new adventurers. And yeah, I just hadn't incorporated her into a lot of my teams or anything like that. So I decided to use her rather than Eleonora. I used Eleonora for my solo clear. And so far so good on the first phase of this fight. It took me some time to get to learn Nina, and I have to say I don't have the most experience working with a healer, but from what I understand, she has a shopkeeper gauge that you can see below all the character portraits in kind of the top left of the screen that goes up to 3. And her first skill can be used even when the SP is not completely full, but if you do so, it's going to diminish your shopkeeper gauge. So you're losing some shopkeeper gauge to do that. If you wait until your SP is completely full, you actually gain back some shopkeeper gauge instead. The second skill, which is the one that can revive fallen units, but only in quests that have a revive, otherwise it also fully heals, removes afflictions, and fully charges skills, that can only be used when your gauge is all the way up at 3. And I was tapping it there accidentally, just trying to get an iframe because I'm so used to playing characters where you can really use both their skills. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. You don't want to accidentally tap that second skill. Now the properties of the first skill also change depending on how many gauges that you have. If you have 1 or more, you get some more healing. If you have 2 or more, you get an affliction cleanse. And then if you have 3, or, well, 3 is the max, so if you have 3, you get a team strength amp. So as long as I have my gauge above 2, I can cleanse afflictions, including this bog that I have on me right now, which is pretty dangerous. Thankfully, I'm the only one that's bogged here. But I like to fully charge up that SP. You can see the bar that fills up next to the first skill, because if I don't fully charge it up, then I'm going to be utilizing some of my shopkeeper gauge instead, and then it's going to get below 2 if I do that too much, and then I can't cleanse afflictions. So the way I'm trying to play Nina here is like really conservative and really safe. There are a few times, like right here, where I used her pop-up shop, even though it cost me some shopkeeper gauge, and the reason I did it there was I wanted to make sure that all the afflictions on my teammates got cleansed, so that if they wanted to become a dragon during break, they could do so without being, susceptible or without being affected by frostbite. Unfortunately, by doing that, I no longer have 3 here, which I think after that High Dragon Blast is where you really want to use your second skill as Nina and give everybody full SP and cleanse them, max heal them. But it's fine, I could still use my first skill to cleanse them and heal them, even though I can't give them full skill charges. So I just do that instead. Unfortunately, I was a little bit excessive with the use of my first skill here, and my shopkeeper gauge is down to 0, which is never where you want to be, because now I can no longer cleanse afflictions with it, nor do I get as much healing. So I actually kind of go to Freya there a little bit out of panic. I'm kind of spamming my heals here as soon as I get full shopkeeper gauge, because I'm just kind of worried about keeping everyone alive. This is where there's so much visual chaos, in my opinion, and Mercury's better than some of the other Primal Dragon Trials, but it's just really hard to see what's going on between the dragon transformations, the dragon drive of Ferris, the summons of Mercury. Like, it's hard to see what's going on, so I just figured the more I can heal, the better. Here, I thought I was completely dead. The tidal spirals are happening. I don't really know where to go. I kind of end up in an okay place by mistake, but I was bogged. Somehow I survived. And sadly, one of our team members disconnected, and we were very close to the end here. So we continued on playing. They continued on playing in the single player mode when they were kicked off. I understand that they got the clear, and we ended up getting the clear too. So I guess it sort of worked out in a way for the first clear that I was going for here. But unfortunately, they did disconnect there. And that tidal spirals honestly got kind of lucky. Devious Whirl Sphere here, these 4 orbs, everybody needs to touch one of them, but because we have an AI, we're not sure it's going to happen, so I think we just tried DPS out the win, and thankfully we got it. And that was pretty much my first experience playing Primal Mercury's Trial on Master Difficulty in co-op play. I have to say I had a lot of fun. It was actually really refreshing going back to co-op for a change of pace. In solo and auto play, characters like Nina can work their magic and do really well without you having to actually understand how they work. And so this required me to relearn quite a bit, just learning a new character, how to play them. I know I made a lot of mistakes, was definitely not optimal, but luckily the healing and the defensiveness of our team was enough to make sure that we survived till the end and we're able to clear with plenty of time left. So Mercury down, some more endgame trials to go. Like I said, expect some more videos on that soon. There's another character, another humanoid great worm, that's on my dream summon list, so that may be the next one we see here. Let me know who you got for your dream summon in the comments below. That is going to do it for today though, everyone, so thank you as always for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.